Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Monday, 21st of October. In this update, optimism from former Prime Minister Helen Clark over the social and financial benefits hosting the America's Cup could bring. The Emirates Team New Zealand patron is in Barcelona celebrating the team's win. Clark says it's politically viable for New Zealand to host as we've done it before, and if we don't step up, someone else will. But she says we need to put an end to the procrastination and arguments.
We love to see New Zealand doing well. We love to see a winner. And we know that when we have the cup at home, it does bring economic benefit.
Gaza's health ministry says at least 87 people have been killed and more than 40 injured in an Israeli strike. Israel's renewed action in the north, where it says Hamas is regrouping. Meanwhile, the Lebanese army says 3 soldiers were killed in an Israeli strike on southern Lebanon. Fires have broken out in a northern Israeli town after Hezbollah launched rockets from Lebanon. The BBC's Jonathan Head in Beirut says the Lebanese army isn't strong enough to take on Israel and has always avoided Hezbollah.
Because of Lebanese complicated makeup, any attempt by the Lebanese army to tackle Hezbollah would risk reigniting the kind of horrible civil wars that Lebanon suffered in the past.
The Social Development Minister says the government's designing money management to work for New Zealand's welfare system. From next year, new sanctions can be placed on job seekers who don't meet obligations, including having half their benefit put on a payment card to use at approved stores. Here's senior political reporter Sophie Trigger.
In June, MSD proposed using redirections to cover costs like rent rather than a payment card, saying the latter can be stigmatising and open to being exploited. Louise Upston says risks will be mitigated by the sanction being temporary, in place for a maximum of 12 weeks, and additional issues can be ironed out in the select committee process.
Coast Guard says yesterday's deadly boat capsizing on the Manukau Bar is a reminder of how dangerous and unpredictable it can be. 1 person died when a boat capsized and sank at Little Huia just before 10 a.m. 6 others were pulled from the water and received medical treatment. New Zealand's been ranked last place out of 32 countries for delivering national infrastructure projects. The Ipsos Global Infrastructure Index reveals more than 2/3 of New Zealanders believe we aren't doing enough to meet our needs. Infrastructure New Zealand Chief Executive Nick Leggett says people want more certainty about the pipeline of work, and he says we need more reliable transport and energy and better schools and hospitals to turn the numbers around.
It's going to take shovels in the ground on new projects that don't blow their budgets, and those projects being completed on time.
In sport, the White Ferns have won their maiden T20 Cricket World Cup, beating South Africa by 32 runs in Dubai. To the Black Caps, New Zealand have completed a 3rd Test victory across almost 69 years in India. They have won by 8 wickets, chasing 107. The Silver Ferns have triumphed 64-50 over the Diamonds in netball's 4-match Constellation Cup. And Hayden Wilde has won the season-ending World Men's Triathlon finale in Spain. I'm Neva Manu. That's your latest news fix, and we'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.